Welcome to Monday Makers. I'm Sarah with the University City Public Library, and today I'm going to teach you how to make these really lovely origami stars. These are super fun and quick to do once you know how to fold them. They only take a couple minutes. All right, so we're going to get started. You need a square piece of paper. I'm using some paper that's got color on one side and not the other, but any paper you've got will work. So to start, the side of the paper that I want to be on the outside of my star, like I wanted these ones to be purple instead of white. So whatever side that is, that you're gonna have that laying up. And then you're going to take this and fold it in half, like this. And you want to really smush all of your folds on this one. You want nice, crispy folds. So you're going to flatten it back out and then rotate. And you're going to make another fold in half. Again, smush it nice and flat. And then you're going to flatten it out. You're going to flip your paper over. And now we're going to do two diagonal folds. So we're going to start by folding this corner to this corner. And with all origami projects, these first couple of folds are your guidelines for everything else. So getting all of your edges nice and even now will make everything so much easier in the end. So now we're going to flatten it back out, rotate, and then we're going to fold this corner to this corner. And again, smushing it nice and flat. So now that we've folded corner to corner, we're going to take our triangle and we want to get this edge to touch this edge. So we're just gonna slowly bring it over like that. And then we want all of these edges to touch each other. So I'm just going to push like that and get this triangle. I'm going to show you one more time. So if you have a triangle like this, you want this edge and this edge to touch, and this edge and this edge to touch. So I'm going to aim it up so you can see the edges coming to each other. Like that. And then these ones are going to touch and those ones are going to touch. And then you should have all of those edges and it'll make a nice triangle. Now, once we've got our triangle and you've got these two little layers of wings, we're going to take the top one and we're going to fold this edge here to this crease in the center. And then really fold and get that nice and folded flat. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to fold this so that that top edge meets the crease in the center. And you want to make sure that all of this point is nice and lined up. Everything's smushed nice and flat. Now, we're going to flatten it back out because those creases we just made are guidelines for our next couple of folds. So this line, this edge here, we're going to fold it to this crease over here. And then flatten. And this fold that we're making, this one right here, you want to really, really smush it nice and flat. Make a good strong crease because we're actually going to need that one. It's the most important part of this series of folds. So then we're going to flatten it back out. So you have, maybe this pen will work better. So you have your center line. Then you have this one from when you folded, like that. And then we have this third crease that we've made. Makes it a little easier to see, I think. So we're going to take this edge and fold it to this side here. Stars are very symmetrical, so you do a lot of the same folds on each side. And this is that fold we really want to smush nice and flat. So now we have a new fold. Okay, so this is where it's gonna seem a little counterintuitive. So you've got that center fold, and then you've got these two folds here. So you want this fold to lay flat, and then you have this line here. You want to fold this flap the opposite way. And if you made a nice strong crease, that should be super easy to do. So, I'm going to show you again on the other side. So you want this one that we just made to go nice and flat. And then you've got this little line here. And you are going to fold that back the opposite way. Because that was, there we go. And now when you do that, you're lined up with your center line with those little flaps. And you've got kind of this like airplane or butterfly shape. So if you look, that's actually becoming the front of your star. And now we're going to do the back side. So we're going to flip it over. Just like last time, we're going to fold this edge to our center line. And when you're doing this second set of pieces here, second set of folds, it's kind of nice because you've got the other side to help make you stay in line. Makes it a little easier to see what you're doing. So again, folding to the center line, making sure everything's folded nice and flat. All right, there we go. Then we're gonna open it up. And then this, again, we're gonna do this one to this line. And you'll see, look at how nice it lines up with the layer underneath on the opposite side of the star. And pressing everything nice and flat. Then opening it, and then this one is going to come to this fold here. Opening it up. So, like last time, we've got, here's our center line, and then here's 1 and 2. We want to fold. So 1 is smushed flat, and then 2, we're going to fold back the opposite way. And then it'll line right up. So we've got center line 1 and 2. 1, we're going to fold flat. And then 2, we're going to fold back the opposite direction to make our center line fold again. Oops, see, I got a little off. And that's why I've got this bigger gap on my center line, but that's okay because this is going to be the back of my star. So now that we've got this little arrow shape, we're going to pinch it in the middle. And you've got these layers here, right? So you can see all of this. So we're gonna reach and kind of grab here and start to fold that up towards the point of our star. And it's gonna make, you see this little square shape on the inside. Now this part of the star is the back and it won't be visible, so it doesn't. You can take your time. Don't worry if the paper gets a little crinkly back here. Nobody's gonna see it but you. And then you wanna flatten out this little square. Now, if you want, and then, so you've got these 2 little arms of your star. You can kind of slowly adjust them so they sit where you think they look best. I like my star to have a nice kind of parallel line across the top of the little top arms. So I'm gonna scooch them, fold it all down, and press really hard. And then I've got a star. So these are super cute. The thicker your paper is, the more it's gonna wanna stand up and it won't wanna lay nice and flat. But you can take a little bit of glue and glue these stars nice and flat and put them in a book and they will look awesome. You can also take some string and make a little garland with them and just have fun decorating with some stars. I hope you liked this Maker Monday Maker, and thanks for watching.